overall goal of this project has been to initiate common projects between cluster actors from each sides of the border. We needed a platform where people could meet and where they could also build competences, for example, in relation with themes as open innovation and joint business development.
These are ideas which will lead to new projects and new jobs, new innovation in the area, which is then available to go onto the market. So that's hands-on development of innovation.
We have arranged different activities where we have brought together cluster managers from this region. We can see that we have created a network, a cross-border network.
After really having started to know each other, then all of a sudden there is an email exchange and people come up with ideas and needs and for further collaboration. So that's already the first sign that our idea was successful.
The issue is trying to make windmill blades where the surface of the blades is actually in aluminium. We would like to take some knowledge from the industry of aircrafts where they have produced wings with aluminium surface and then trying to bring that into the windmills in order to reduce the running costs of the windmills.
I think it's a very big idea. We don't even know whether it will work or not, but if it works, there's a huge potential. I think both in reducing the manufacturing cost and actually making the manufacturing of blades industrialize that more. And the other big positive effect will be in the maintenance of turbines offshore.
I got in contact with the food cluster in Schleswig-Holstein, the KNE network, and we found out that we actually had a mutual interest, maybe not just in hygienic design, in food safety, but also in energy conservation and efficiency in how we can produce food equipment in order to get a better performance for the food processing.
We come together this year in February and with our cluster members, and Jon was also there, and we talked about some ideas. We had some brainstorming ideas, and there we had now a concept, what we want to do together.
So we are trying to see how we can utilize some of the ideas that we have developed over the last few years and how they could be tested in another network to see how that would work out. And we have also an idea that we can start cooperating on courses to improve the knowledge and the competences within people who are going to join the food industry, because there's a lot of new challenges for people who have never been there before.
It was a good platform to get to know a lot of people, and actually I learned about clusters on both sides of the borders that I didn't know before, and how they work and what problems they have in comparison to ourselves. So it was a very good platform, I think, for exchanging this kind of information and get to know people.
We met some new colleagues, especially from VTSH, and I think when we are preparing the next projects for the next EU Interreg period, we'll be able to engage more companies. We learned a lot of lessons from participating in InTra-Net.
I think both regions, they have very interesting different fields of activity and a lot of different cluster activities. New ideas, they grow in interdisciplinary fields. So I think we have a lot of potential to analyze for more concrete collaboration.
First of all, I learned new people have a bigger network, a cross-border network, and I got more information on organizations on the German side of the border.
When we work internationally, we intend to go far away and make internationalization and export possibilities more exotic than needed. Actually, we have found out that just out of the borders there's plenty of opportunities.
Even though the border is basically not there anymore, but the culture is still different, just crossing a border to another country. It takes a longer time before the cultures are getting closer together. But working with different cultures is a challenge, and you are getting a lot of benefit for this.
Healthcare systems are quite different in both countries. So I think before we can do more projects, we need a better understanding of how we could overcome the different structures.
Some sort of funding coordination, so the timelines and the timeframes of funding possibilities on both sides of the border are closer to each other.
A platform where we can address all the food regulations which are necessary to come to the Danish market or to the German market. And this having on one platform together will facilitate the export enormous.
There needs to be some kind of continual support, a continuous platform that actually works on always bringing these people together and trying to get collaboration started and supported.
Policymakers have to reach out for the enterprises and for the research organizations, and they do this by funding programs. That's one part, but they also have to assure that in these programs, in these projects they are funding in order to further the collaboration, they are integrating the right people, the people who have actually access, who have a working relation towards enterprises and research organizations. And I think cluster managers are very well positioned to achieve that job. So if I have a recommendation, well, please continue to support the collaboration and networking of cluster managers on both sides of the border. I think that would really help.